All right, guys, it's been quite a while since I made a Brie Larson or Captain Marvel video because I really don't care much for this character whatsoever. I don't care anything for Brie Larson whatsoever either. But this latest rumor did catch my eye. And it really caught my eye for this reason only. It says Disney is losing faith in Captain Marvel and Brie Larson due to Spider-Man. What? You mean to tell me the woman that Kevin Feige said was the future face of the MCU going forward, she needs help from Spider-Man? How is this? She's the face of the MCU. There's no way in the world she should need Spider-Man to make her more likable. And that's the whole reason. The rumor is that Disney knows that a lot of people do not like Captain Marvel. Well, of course, I mean, nobody was even buying the comic books. This character has been recreated time and time again. And when you have someone that is as outspoken as Brie Larson, and she goes against everything that normal people think, yeah, she's going to be pretty unpopular. So I think it's more to do with Brie Larson than the actual character of Captain Marvel. Now, Captain Marvel is not a A-list character whatsoever. Captain Marvel is like a D-list character in the comic books. You know, nobody buys the comic books. But I think it has a lot to do with her because if you look at Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. was the face of the MCU. He was an A-list character. He made it an A-list character, I should say, Iron Man. Now, Brie Larson, Captain Marvel is a D-list character. She's pretty unlikable. And there was no way in the world fans were going to accept her as a future face of the MCU. So my question to Kevin Feige is, how do you think Spider-Man could actually help her? Were you going to have Spider-Man, crying around for Captain Marvel, the way he was doing with Iron Man when he was always going, Mr. Stark, Mr. Stark? That wasn't going to work. Now, the future face of the MCU really should have been Spider-Man, but, Sony owns the property. I get that. And Spider-Man is out of the MCU for now anyway. So Kevin Feige, this just backfired right in his face. The woman he told us was the future face of the MCU isn't resonating with fans. And this is very much true. If you look at the Rotten Tomatoes score for Captain Marvel, it was sitting at a 78 with the Shield media. Now, 78 with the Shield media is actually kind of low. But if you look at the fan score, it's at 54%. It is rotten with the fans. She is the face of nothing whatsoever. Now, if you look at Iron Man, the media liked it 93% on the tomato meter and a 91% with the audience. So Robert Downey Jr. is still the face of the MCU, no doubt about it. Now, the rumor is he's coming back for the Black Widow movie since that's an actual prequel to the other Avengers movie, because we all know that that Black Widow died in Endgame. And this movie is going to take place, I think, probably even before, probably right after Iron Man. I'm not really sure where the timeline is, but he's coming back for that. Also, there's a Iron Man knockoff that's going to be on Disney Plus called Iron Fist, which is a tokenized version of Iron Man. And he's going to be coming back for that. That's the rumor also. So they kill off the actual face of the MCU, but yet they can't get their new face of the MCU to come in because nobody likes her. Now, this is a rumor, but it sounds like the truth. Maybe Kevin Feige actually knows this, but think of it. They announced all of these Phase 4 movies, and none of them were Captain Marvel. And these Phase 4 movies are heavy female-centric. I mean, they're even tokenizing some characters just to put females in them. No Captain Marvel 2 was announced. Maybe it could be Phase 5. I don't know, but We do know that phase 4 is actually a shorter phase. Maybe Captain Marvel will show up in these movies. It's a possibility. I don't really know for sure, but who's interested in Brie Larson? Who's interested in Captain Marvel? No one that I can think of. Nobody that I know actually wants to watch any MCU movie with her. This is the movie, or this is the character, I should say, that Kevin Feige said was going to lead the way into the future of the MCU. And that movie has a 54% with the audience. And you have to make movies to please the audience, not the critics, because the audience is the one who spends money. Now, based on that Rotten Tomatoes score, they are not getting $1 billion with a Captain Marvel 2. Nowhere in the world. I mean, it made over $1 billion just because it was sandwiched between Infinity War and Endgame, two of the biggest movies of all time, and actually the two biggest movies in the MCU's history. So I think they planned it that way for a reason, because they knew that this character wasn't probably going to resonate too well unless they put that character between those two movies. Brie Larson, she's a liability to me. She has no screen presence whatsoever, in my opinion. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think? Captain Marvel, the future probably looks grim with the MCU with this character, and Brie Larson. We'll have to see about this. But guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.